It's a KCRA3 weather alert day. Our team is tracking rain in the valley, snow in the Sierra, and some gusty winds. Just look at the conditions here in downtown Sacramento earlier this morning. See that wind whipping that flag around.
Plus, there is more video of the rain, and this was near Arcade Creek and Bridge Road in Sacramento County. Really shows how steadily the rain fell. The impact, of course, it's having on the roads. You've seen that for the majority of the morning, just how much rain has come down. There's puddling on the roads. Of course, the roads are slick. So the warning is that you should be extra careful as you're headed out this morning. And of course, we do have team coverage covering all parts of the area, from the valley, of course, to the Sierra, also down in San Joaquin County. We've got you covered this morning for sure.
Yeah, and Brian Hickey earlier was talking about, like, there's just a lot of spin out. So if you're about to head out the door, be careful on that. But to get more on what your day is going to look like, let's get to meteorologist Tamara Burke.
Yeah, and on this alert day, it's the rain, the wind, the snow, all those three variables coming together, well, generating just the perfect storm. And we've been seeing this storm time out and plan out as anticipated. Here's a live look right now, or actually a rewind of radar. Gives you an idea of just how much rain has fallen across the area. Several spots in the valley already have collected over an inch of rain in the past 24 hours. And we're going to keep tallying up the rain as we're still seeing some good, steady, moderate bands of rain around Sacramento County, especially down the I-5 and 99 stretch. And you'll hear in Brian's traffic report just how much standing water is out there as he's been really canvassing the roads through much of the morning. You can clearly see the rains coming down pretty nice and moderate around Grass Valley, Auburn along Interstate 80, and then you can see down 49. It's dumping right now, really between this area of Auburn and into Placerville. That includes towns like Cool and into Loomis. You can also see that areas like Penryn probably seeing a good steady rainfall. The gusts around the region, they are coming down. I think we've hit our peak in terms of wind gusts, but notice how the gusts are still in that range of 20 to 30 plus miles per hour in the Central Valley. Winds gusting right now in Placerville 35, and we have winds out of the south steering over South Lake Tahoe gusting to 23 miles per hour. So we're not done with the rain and the wind just yet, but it is going to be easing at some points during the day. So in the valley, how you can look at today is some of the best rainfall coming through in the morning, gusty winds periodically in the afternoon, and we will see another round potentially of more showers and maybe a thunderstorm later this afternoon. Wet and windy day today in the foothills, and heavy Sierra snow to be expected pretty much all day long. I'll have a closer look at the amounts we could expect to see across the region coming up in about 10 minutes. Right now it is 8:03. Let's send our attention to those highways with Brian Hickey. He's been in Live Tracker 3. And Brian, what are you seeing out there right now?
So, Tim, right now we're getting on to westbound Highway 50 from the Cap City Freeway. We're coming up here on the WX Freeway, and as you would expect this time of day, we're going to see some slow traffic here. But so far, no incidents reported right here, but we do have a couple of crashes along 99 that really slowed things down. In fact, take a look at this live Caltrans camera here at 99 and 47th Avenue, and you can see just how slow traffic is through that area. We just came from there and saw traffic backed up all the way towards Elk Grove on that northbound side of 99. So if you're coming up that way, definitely need some extra time with the commute from Elk Grove into downtown, well over half an hour now. You can see all the red there on the map. And then I-5 also slow, starting just south of the Pocket area there into the downtown core. So those are some of the big delays that we're seeing along the 5 and 99 corridor. And then further south along I-5 at Twin Cities Road, there was that fatal collision between a big rig and a sedan there. Still seeing slow traffic in that area as they work to clear that up. And then over on 99 in Lodi, Mike DeSelle's reporting on a box truck involved in a collision in that spot, causing slowing there. And then westbound Interstate 80 from Roseville all the way down to the Split, also slow due to an earlier crash there. Now, this is our road weather index. It takes into account the radar and where the rain is falling. And as Tamara said, to the east, around 50 east of Cameron Park, those areas, blue indicating ponding on the road. The rest of the map, you see a lot of green, and that is what we are experiencing here in Live Tracker 3 this morning as we make our way across the WX Freeway. We're going to continue westbound Highway 50 into West Sacramento and see what's happening over that way. That's the latest from Live Tracker 3. I'm Brian Hickey. Back to you.
All right, Brian, thanks so much. And of course, as Brian is checking out Highway 50, we also want to get an update from Mike DeSelle in San Joaquin County.
Yeah, so let's get to KCRA3's Mike DeSelle live right now out there on the roads, Mike. And what's the condition of that box truck so far?
Well, as Brian was talking about, we're reporting on that box truck on Highway 99 that remains stuck in the mud here. The interesting thing about this 26-foot box truck, according to the reports, this truck filled with 13 pounds of sushi. And this is currently causing that slowdown. The CHP blocking the lane, the slow lane right behind it. You can see the traffic slowing down as they're merging down to one lane coming northbound. We're right near Woodbridge. So between Turner and Ocampo roads here northbound on a 99. And then on the other side of the freeway, things are also slow because of an accident, a spin out, and reports of one of the lanes partially flooded on the southbound side of 99 through Lodi. So right now, as it is throughout the region, this heavy rain causing quite a mess, a soupy mess, especially for this sushi truck that remains stuck in the mud. Live in Lodi, San Joaquin County, Mike Tassell, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Mike, thanks so much for that live report. And our team continues to keep an eye on conditions along I-80 in the Sierra.
And that's where we find KCRA 3's Melanie Wingo. She joins us now live. And Melanie, it looks like the camera's working again.
Yes, no extreme close-up with the zoom. My photographer's back in Carmichael practically. He's so far away. But we want to give you this big shot of the Kingvale maintenance yard here for Caltrans. They have all of the plows, the sand trucks, all of the vehicles that really head out on the highway and make sure things are clear for drivers who head up this way, for people who live and work in the Sierra. And it's a big job that goes round the clock when conditions are just like this. As you can see where we are, the snow is coming down, and it has been coming down at this clip for at least since 4 o'clock this morning when we got up here into the Sierra. Although I will say at lower elevations, we did see more of a rainy mix earlier in the morning. However, now they are really coming down and piling up even just in the last half hour since we saw you last on Zoom. This plowed area is now coated over with snow, and that's the big job. That's the situation on I-80 as well. As soon as the plows come through, yeah, you can see the asphalt, you can see the highway to the ground, but then no sooner do they plow it, it gets coated over again. So it's going to be a long several hours here until this storm system passes through, but we'll keep an eye on things and let you know if there are any trouble spots out there on the highway to report. But for now, I'll send things back to you.
All right, Melanie, appreciate it. Well, new this morning, the driver of a car that was killed in a crash with a big rig in Sacramento County. This happened at 5 this morning on southbound I-5 right near Twin Cities Road. No word yet on what caused that crash. The big rig driver was not hurt. All lanes are now back open.
Fire crews are prepared for the potential of more water rescues with this heavy rain.
Yeah, so a big concern right now is for the unhoused people living right near the waterways. Both Sacramento City and Metro Fire Departments have rescue boats ready just in case they have to go and make a water rescue.
It's more often than you would think. It's a lot of unhoused members of the community that we pick off some of the islands that don't understand how fast that water can come up.
That exact call came in with the rain last week. Sacramento fire crews rescued 7 people who were trapped on an island near the confluence of Steelhead and Arcade Creeks. It's actually the same spot that they responded to in November for the same issue. During that time, they rescued 1 man and his dog. They're encouraging people now to get to higher ground before it is too late.
It is 8:08. Let's talk weather once again and turn back over to meteorologist Tamara Berg.
Yeah, an alert day today due to the rain, wind, and snow. And here is proof of the snow and what is falling in the mountains right now. Sierra at Tahoe looking eastbound along Highway 50. Some tracks there made in the fresh layer of snow. And then the sky cam and the camera here keeps kind of wobbling around under the influence of the new snow and the gusty winds. In your ski report today, it's not advised you get into the snow. I know it looks appetizing with Dodge Ridge and North Star reporting 7 inches of new snow in the past 24 hours. Sierra at Tahoe is at 8 inches. But keep in mind there's going to be some operational impacts due to those strong winds and that heavy snow. So my advice to you, I know if you're a skier or rider, or you just want to go enjoy some tubing on those hills, wait out this one until the snow clears, they get the roads in good condition, and I'd say probably Saturday looking like a better day to enjoy all that new snow. We've got snow coming down in the mountains. We have rain here in the valley. Rain is really focused right now in Sacramento County and down in through San Joaquin County, catching a little bit of a break there and through parts of Yolo County and Solano counties. And Yuba City is just seeing even some sun break through those morning clouds. We've got heavy rain, though. As you can see, these pockets of yellow as you extend east of Sacramento. El Dorado County getting blasted right now. Areas like El Dorado Hills, Placerville, and Cameron Park. It's a good soaking steady rain. It's really coming down in buckets, if you will. And then Elk Grove, you just started to see right now a heavier band of rain extend into your neighborhoods. And areas like Valley Springs on up to Arnold and Sonora, some heavier rain moving your direction as well. Snow totals, they will be impressive, but again, I advise don't be in the mountains if you don't need to be today. We've got 3 to 5 feet possible at Sonora Pass, 2 to 3 feet possible at Echo Summit. I'll have a better look at the rundown of some of the current rainfall totals and what's ahead for the weekend coming up in 10 minutes. 8:10 is the time. Send it out to Brian Hickey, who joins us in Live Tracker 3 with just a hub of accidents today.
Yeah, we've been chasing a lot of spinouts today. We are heading eastbound Interstate 80 right now. We are passing through West Sacramento and just crossed over the Sacramento River. In fact, on the other side of the freeway there, as you're coming in towards Reed, we're seeing some heavy traffic over in that spot there. We'll get that camera over there for you as we're maneuvering our way through the rain this morning. You can see heavy traffic on westbound Interstate 80, and that'll take you all the way out to the connector as you make your way out across the causeway there. Here's a look at the Caltrans camera 99 at 47th Avenue. 99 commuters really having a tough go of it this morning. There's been a number of crashes right around 47th Avenue and MLK, and that has continued to back up traffic all the way back to Elk Grove on northbound 99. It is a solid line of red, so if that's part of your commute, it's well over a half hour now from Elk Grove into the downtown Sacramento area on 99. And then I-5 is also slow, with a slowing starting right around the Pocket area into the downtown core. So we've continued to see slowing on all of those routes, and then of course the major delays along I-5 and 99, where we had that crash near Twin Cities Road earlier this morning. That's the very latest from Live Tracker 3. I'm Brian Hickey. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Brian, thanks so much for that live report. Well, 8:11 is your time. Still ahead this morning. Staying heart healthy this Valentine's Day.
Up next, we'll be speaking live with a local physician to learn more about the steps we can all take to have a healthier holiday.
But first, a live look at the cloudy Sutter Buttes. And you see the camera moving around there. That wind is picking up for sure. We'll be right back, everyone. Stay with us.